could care less about y'all niggas industry politics, your personal politics, y'all little gripes that y'all got with one another. Fuck all of y'all. This is how I do it myself. And for the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually will. And this audio is brought to you by the Black Effect Network.
So it looks like we got the Black Effect Podcast Network, Power Rangers back in the building. My guy Wayno went crazy on Ray Daniels. This also feels like a 20v1 towards Ray Daniels. I don't know what Ray Daniels did to y'all niggas, but shit is crazy. Shit looks kind of crazy. Ray Daniels has been talking about Wayno's business apparently, like he knows exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But Wayno is now saying point blank that Ray has absolutely no idea what the hell he's talking about. And it gets even more personal because Wayno says he was dealing with the death of his mother while people in the industry were sitting around discussing his career and his business like they knew his reality. Then Wayno takes it even further. He questions Ray's credibility. He also explained why he stopped appearing on Ray's show and challenges the entire idea that his Black Effect Podcast Network deal was some simple payoff for leaked information.
He's sitting there talking this bullshit about something that's not a fact, about something he knows absolutely nothing about, and the niggas that sitting around him is just nodding their head. They just nodding their head. Nigga talking about they don't give you, they don't pay you because they love you. None of that. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas in the music industry or the entertainment industry loving me, nigga. I just buried my mother. See, y'all niggas sit here and talk about y'all watch my show. If y'all watch my show, then y'all would have known that over the past 3 weeks since my mom's been gone, I dealt with her death and had to put her in a box and put her in the ground. That's my reality. But a nigga talking about a Black Effect deal. Fuck that deal while we talking about it right now while I'm addressing you, nigga. Because you don't know nothing about what's going on with me. But you sat here and talked with these niggas, and they sat there and nodded their heads like good-ass yes men listening to you because you sound smart to dumb niggas.
So clearly Wayno's biggest complaint here was simple, that Ray was presenting an opinion like it was fact. You know what I mean? He says Ray did not have the inside information, needed to speak confidently about his Rock Nation business, his Black Effect business, yet the people around Ray were agreeing with him instead of challenging what he was saying on his podcast, right? And Wayno says he had much bigger things happening in his life. He made it clear that, the industry approval wasn't really his priority. He was going through a lot behind the scenes. Obviously, he said he just buried his mother. And while he was dealing with that loss, a lot of people behind the scenes were publicly discussing his career and his business without understanding what he actually was going through, right? A lot of people would say that's cope, but when you're dealing with something that personal, that, he's been through a lot. The last 6 years, I will admit, Wayno has been through a lot. Not the biggest fan of Wayno. Me and Wayno have a history somewhat, but shout out to D-Fran. But I do feel for him because that's, you can't really tell someone how to grieve in moments like that, even when criticism is headed towards them. Understandable, right? And then Wayno challenges the Black Effect deal narrative. The whole Black Effect deal becomes a major part of his response because Wayno believes Ray reduced a complicated business situation to a simple story. And his whole argument is that Ray should know better than to assume a major professional deal happened quickly or because of one conversation. And it's kind of ironic that he says this because I think it was about 4 or 5 or 6 days ago, Charlamagne went on Breakfast Club and announced that Wayno and his podcast were now officially on the Black Effect Podcast Network.
Also, salute to Wayno, dropping the clues bombs for Wayno. Make sure you subscribe to the I Do It Myself podcast on the Black Effect Podcast Network.
And then Wayno proceeds to go on in the 20v1 versus Ray. And he basically says if Ray understands the entertainment business so well, why would he make such a simple assumption about how a deal works? Shouldn't he know how a deal works? I believe he was a former vice president of Epic Records, right? He's worked with Sierra, Future, Rihanna, all types of amazing artists, right? So from Wayno's perspective, like serious entertainment deals involve conversations, negotiations, paperwork, and time. Not a quick, you did this, so here's a deal. No.
That's your thing. See, Ray Daniels, I met him a couple of years ago, 3 to be exact now. Jack Daniels, who's from New York. I have a relationship with Jack Daniels. He worked with Ray Daniels. He asked me to come on Ray Daniels' show. I did. It was a good experience. Had fun. And then they asked me to come back. And when I went back, they was doing this debate show. And when we started doing the debate show, after maybe 3 times of me doing it, I said, yo, I'm not going to do this no more. And you want to know why? Because you say all types of dumb shit, nigga. You say dumb shit. See, I don't know if you be thinking before you speak or you just be talking while you thinking. But either way, you're wrong. You're wrong. And also, I came to that show and I seen that shit. Your audio was bad. Your video wasn't all the way together. And then we would shoot an episode on a Monday and then when it get done till Saturday. And I'm like, yo, bro, listen, we in a new time. We in a new game. This shit got to be done fast. And then I told you, yo, I'm going to step off and stick to what I'm doing already because that's what I need to focus on. And you kept asking me, no, I want to do the show with you. I need you to do the show with me. And I declined because you put yourself in position saying dumb shit.
And Wayno even also explained that he almost signed with Black Effect back in 2021, but he wasn't confident enough in his ability to do it on his own. So he decided to build up his own fan base, and he eventually signed with the Black Effect Podcast Network. He said he met Ray through Jack Daniels. He appeared on Ray's show, and then he enjoyed the first experience. And he was even invited back because the relationship initially seemed positive. And then the relationship changed when Wayno started appearing on the debate show. He said Ray's comments became a major reason he no longer wanted to participate because Wayno felt Ray repeatedly said things that did not really make sense to him. He didn't really say what exactly those things were, but in his perspective, to him, it didn't make sense to him, right? And then he spoke before fully, and that he was speaking before fully thinking through his points. He said Ray continued to ask him to participate. Wayno ultimately declined every single time because he believed staying involved would keep putting him in situations where Ray would make statements he strongly disagreed with. And that's kind of corny because it's a debate show. So you're going to probably disagree with someone eventually. So you not wanting to be involved because you disagree with what someone is saying. I think it's a debate show. You're supposed to debate why it's bullshit. You're not just, I just strongly disagree, so I'm just not going to do it. I think that kind of speaks more towards your character as far as that goes. Very, very weird if you ask me. But then again, you never really know what exactly Ray might have said behind the scenes that may have been a catalyst as to why he isn't working with Ray.
Now, you question why I'm on the Black Effect Network, and then you say some shit about, because he leaked information. That's what you're reducing me to, nigga? That's what you're reducing me to. See, the thing about Ray Daniels, I don't even take it personal, and I don't even take it as disrespect, because I don't know you. I don't know you personally or professionally. I've never had to work with you. You put me on the Nero. I made some money on Nero. Thank you. But other than that, I don't know you on no level. Now, since the nigga want to talk about why I got something, and he's always talking about why Charlamagne trying to keep a black guy down and all that. He should be helping me. And let me tell you something. This is not for me to defend Charlamagne. I don't give a fuck about what y'all two niggas got going. This is me talking to you. You went on the internet and said some shit about my business, my professional business that you have no insight on. Since you so much of a fucking executive, wouldn't you know that any deal that's done takes months to do? So you think, Charlamagne told me to leak some information, and I was like, okay. And he's like, I'll give you a Black Effect deal for that. See, that's the type of way you speak, and you don't articulate. You think you articulate yourself well, but you don't. You just be saying shit. The reason why I got a situation is because niggas watch my shit, and I built my base. I don't have 15 guests. I don't got 5 niggas up there talking with me. I ain't got a bunch of people sharing their opinions. I talk about my standpoint and report on news, because that's what I was doing on Everyday Struggle. That's what I was doing when I had connected with Wayno. And I don't have a complex next to me no more. And I don't have an Amazon next to me. And I had to grind from the bottom. And it's a very selected few of people who gave me game on how to do that. But how dare you, Ray Daniels? How dare you, nigga? For a nigga to sit up here and post my video, post a video of my show on his channel and say, yeah, this is my brother. I ain't no hater. I'm showing love. Then why didn't you know, if you watch my show so much, why didn't you know that I've been dealing with something personal? You reach out every other time when it's something about Charlamagne. You called me. Last time I spoke to you, you called me to talk about Charlamagne calling you. I don't call you. And that's not to disrespect you, but I don't call you. I speak to you whenever I speak to you. And because you did all of that fake brotherly love, all that cool, my nigga shit, all that shit fake to me. It's fake. And please don't try to run with because niggas, yeah, we know, yeah, you sold 200 million records. Nigga, you manage a writer. You manage a writer. A great writer at that, that's written for everybody and made hit records. That's like Rich Paul saying he fucking won all of the Braun championships. You managed a writer. Cool, great.
He kind of drew the line when Ray started to discuss, his professional business, his Black Effect deal, him and Charlamagne colluding to get leaked information potentially. And, that just kind of crossed into an area that, he couldn't come back from, according to Wayno, right? So I think the strongest part in everything Wayno was saying, and the strongest part in his argument, is his willingness to discuss the actual business behind the deal. Instead of arguing over rumors, he challenged Ray basically to explain the situation based on the facts, the timeline, and the numbers, according to Wayno. And that's kind of where the debate becomes a lot much more interesting. again, I'm not really the biggest fan of Wayno, but I do respect the fact that he's been grinding, just like I'm grinding right now. Anyone that's going to grind on YouTube, I respect it to a certain level. It's nothing personal, but what do y'all think? Do y'all think Wayno's response was justified? Yeah, they seem to kind of ignore academics. They're kind of shifting it towards Ray and away from academics. It seems like it's very targeted on Ray. I wouldn't be surprised if Glasses Malone came out and said something about Ray Daniels, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. We'll be responding to good comments, bad comments, negative comments, positive comments, because engagement is everything. Might be going live today, so be on the lookout for that. It's your boy Wayno. I'm out.